So you're finally ready to buy your first camera. How exciting. Here are 5 tips to consider before you go and spend all of your hard-earned money. Number 1, consider buying used. Having the newest gear is not going to make you a better photographer. I can guarantee it. There's countless videos out there proving that exact point. You can find some really incredible deals by using websites like B&H Photo and mpb.com. The beauty of using sites like this is that it can save you a lot of time by avoiding that back and forth and sometimes really uncomfortable haggling. Do yourself a favor though and avoid sites like Craigslist, if that's still a thing, or even Facebook Marketplace. Only use reputable and verified resellers. I can guarantee you that your safety, health, and your future self are going to thank you for that. Number 2, avoid kit lenses. Now, I know that this is probably a hot take, but if you've been following my channel for any period of time, you've heard me say it many times, avoid the kit lens. The kit lens that comes with every camera is not going to get you very far, and you're going to quickly realize the limitations of the lens and also its shortcomings. Very soon, the kit lens is just going to be sitting on your shelf collecting dust. And on top of that, the resale value for kit lenses drop dramatically. Listen, I know that it's going to be tempting to want to save a couple of bucks buying your first camera and lens as a kit. Your saving is going to be quickly lost once you realize that the resale value of the kit lens plummets as soon as you take it out of the box. Take it from me, I've purchased 2 camera bodies, both with kit lenses, thinking these are going to be the best lenses in the world, but you quickly realize how limiting those lenses are, and after a while they're just going to sit on your shelf collecting dust, making the initial savings that you made obsolete. Instead, your first lens should be the nifty 50, and every camera maker makes a variation or a version of the nifty 50. Number 3, lens over body. I really wish that I had learned this sooner. There's an expression in the photo and video world that goes something like this: date the camera body, but marry the lenses. Most camera manufacturers offer premium versions of all of their lenses. And if you're just getting started, you are absolutely gonna get sticker shock once you see the price for these premium lenses. It's pretty eye-popping. If this is your first time buying a professional camera body or a professional lens, I really encourage you to look at the 1.8 primes. I know that you've heard of the nifty 50, but they also sell the 35mm f1.8, the 85mm in a budget prime, and also 24, 28mm. There's a bunch of these lenses that are one fixed focal length, but have a very low aperture. Having a very low aperture is going to give you that beautiful bokeh and separation of background that you're probably going to be looking for when you step up to a professional camera. The nifty 50 is probably going to be your first prime lens. Actually, it's probably everybody's first prime lens. Matter of fact, let me know down in the comments below, what was your first lens? It's a cheap little lens that's available abundantly across all camera mounts. You could typically find this lens for about $75 to $150, depending if you buy it brand new, used, and the camera lens mount system that you decide on. For me, the first lens that I bought for the RF system was in fact this nifty 50, a fantastic little lens that I'll probably never get rid of, and it lives in my camera bag everywhere that I go just because it's so easy to use and it's so versatile. Number 4. The lens ecosystem. Like I was saying before, you're going to want to marry your lenses. So it's very important that you select a camera body and a camera lens mount system. Lenses have a much longer shelf life than camera bodies. A camera brand will release a new camera body within the same mount system practically every single year, if not more often, while the lens mount system and the lens version stays the same for years. Now, if you're looking for a camera system with a ton of lens options, then I'm going to recommend to you the Sony E-mount system. Their camera bodies, they have a lot of camera bodies with the E-mount system that are very affordable, and they've also opened up their E-mount system to third-party manufacturers, giving you a lot of options to choose from at different price points. The RF system is still closed off to third-party manufacturers. The EF system is still open to third-party manufacturers, but Canon is quickly moving over to the RF system. By the way, I did leave some links down below for some camera kits that I do recommend. Make sure to check them out down below. Number 5. Try before you buy. Listen, camera gear, lenses, and camera bodies are incredibly expensive. And if you're on a budget and you're just getting started, you really should consider renting some of the more premium gear. I know professionals who have been in the industry for 10 plus years that still rent the same lens and camera body project after project. I've asked them why they don't just buy the lens that they favor or the camera body that they like the most, and oftentimes they say that it's because of liability issues and also risk mitigation. Picture this, you can get a one-off job or a one-off wedding and rent a couple $100s worth of equipment that is actually valued at several thousands of dollars. You can do the job, send the gear back, and then you're done, and then you're off to the next project. It's actually kind of smart. I highly recommend everybody that is considering to buy their first premium lens to rent it out first, because you just never know if you're gonna like the lens or if you're just in the middle of FOMO, fear of missing out. Here's a pro tip though. Go to your local camera store. Get some of this equipment in your hands and hold it. Play around with it. See what it feels like. See if you like the weight. Talk to the people at the shop. Oftentimes they're creatives and they're very passionate about the stuff that they sell. They're also well educated and well informed on the topic. So they see people coming in and out of their shops daily that are either in the exact same boat that you're in or are thinking about pursuing the same kind of photography that you are. So they get a lot of feedback and you get to interact with somebody that deals with this camera gear on a daily basis. In addition to that, consider leaving me any questions that you may have down below. I'd be happy to answer any questions for you. But if you need me to get more specific and you want me to recommend what exact camera and what exact lens I recommend, then you should check out this video right here. Until next time, adios.